Who raised you?
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One.
Once again, who raised you?
The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility. And then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down.
Now, I'm a bit confused here. Holding you down like how? You mean like when he was on top of you holding you down? Or...
Because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so...
So it really is stupid does, huh?
You know, it really... Male figures are not substantially important in the family.
I ain't thinking about holding up for no sex, my man. You know, if a girl, you know, she get having a baby, carrying a baby, hey, that's on her. You know, I'm not gonna stop my pleasures because of another woman.
What about birth control? What about condoms?
Girls don't like them things. They don't like them things. They'll tell you to take them things off. They figure that you saying that they filthy or they dirty or something.
This guy will not last too long in these current Tinder days with all the Tinderellas that's out here who are, how you say, fire.
It's been a startling change in values. 25 years ago, you would not have heard such things said so freely because they were not embraced so widely.
I miss my traditional grandmother, aunt, and uncle, and everything that we did as a family traditionally on a weekly and annual basis.
The strong family was still the backbone of Black America, and 3 out of 4 children had both parents at home. That is true no longer. Most Black children are now growing up without their fathers.
Some by choice, others by force, thanks to divorce and child support. And by human beings not taking time to get to know each other to figure out their level of compatibility and or the impatience of humanity.
The result is a world turned upside down as children copy what they see and repeat what they learn. LaDawn said she didn't have a father in her home and doesn't think her children need one. She's not unusual. Half the Black families today are headed only by a woman. Clorinda said she could make it on her own as a single parent. She has never been married and is raising her daughter without a man's help. She's not unusual. Today, nearly 60% of all Black children are born out of wedlock. Timothy said his children are not his responsibility. He has left them to be supported by their mothers and welfare. He's not unusual either. For LaDawn and Clorinda and Timothy, and many more like them in cities all over America, the traditional family no longer exists. It has vanished, and something new is taking its place. Single women and the children they're rearing alone are the fastest growing part of the Black population.
Also to mention, born and bred criminals. I'm pretty sure we all know someone like that.
Comes of the Black family in a world where the values are being turned upside down.
If the parent is 17 and 18, uneducated, unmotivated, fooling around, wandering around, what's the child going to learn? Who's to teach him? When you learn something, you was taught by your parents. It was reinforced by school and your neighbors, but it was taught by your parents. Well, if the parents don't know anything, how are they going to teach the children? So it's not racism that I'm fighting right now. It's the lack of motivation. See, I'm not even talking about racism. Maybe later on we'll get back to that.